Welcome back to Craving Cars. I'm Corey, and this is our November Up to Date. The up-to-date videos are the segments, of course, which we can keep you informed and up to date of what's going on in, well, this one's the month of November. Not too many car events going on in this month in the Kansas City area, but we do have a new little segment I like to call News for November. Basically, it's the month of November, and, well, we've got some news for you. Some news, good news, because we don't do bad news here. No, definitely not. First news up, first time ever, Craving Cars is going to the SEMA Show. That's right, that's out in Las Vegas. If you've never heard of SEMA Show, if you don't know what SEMA is, I'm not even sure why you're at my channel, because it's a car thing, and anybody that's into car stuff knows SEMA. Hey, maybe you're just trying to get in the cars for the first time. So this could be like, well, I don't know. What is SEMA? I tell you what, I wrote down some bits right here. The SEMA Show is the premier automotive specialties trade event. That's right, it is a trade-only event and not open to the general public. So if you're not connected to the automobile industry or in the media that covers, that type of industry, then you're probably not getting in. The event goes for 4 days, so Tuesday through Friday. And last year they drew in over 70,000 buyers to this trade event. So it's a pretty big deal. We are very excited. We are very excited. We are very excited. Very excited. Very excited. Very excited. Very excited. 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 Very excited. We are very excited. We are very excited to be able to attend this year, and we're going to be bringing you as much content of the show as we can. Totally looking forward to seeing all the sick builds that come out of SEMA, and perhaps we'll get our fair share of some celebrities in the mix. Let's hope. Either way, I think it's going to be a pretty good time. I know the car season has pretty much come to an end here in this area, and unless I'm getting out somewhere else, I'm not going to have a lot of fresh stuff. But however, we still have a lot of past events, a lot of stuff that we had time to go to shoot the video, just not a lot of time to get the edit done. So we're going to have plenty of content for you coming out through the winter until the car season really kicks off again, and actually give you an idea here of what we have yet to come out. Various things. We got some stuff from the KC Automotive Museum when Chris Cakes had arrived. Stuff from the Crazy Vinyls tours, like the Fast and Furious cruise. A few things from Iconic KC, a nice little grill and chill. Little things that we can kind of throw in there. Wichita had a really big event this year called the Automobilia Moonlight Show. It's been going on for some time. The Great Car Show that happened at Liberty Memorial, that was pretty cool. We do have quite a few miscellaneous outings. We're going to throw a little bit of things, maybe even some kind of a best of the summer, and kind of see what happens. I don't know. We'll see what we have. We have time for that. Some Caffeine and Chrome events. Crossroad Cars. Haven't forgot about Crossroad Cars. We did get, not this very last one, the one before that, which is the last one we're going to get to this year. We had some First Friday events out at KC Auto Works. That was a pretty kick-ass time. Wheels and Dreams, imports and performance shows. I mean, all kinds of stuff. Raceway Park had a couple things. We stopped in there. The Lake Garnett Grand Prix Revival. That wasn't that long ago, but it's on the list. Next to look forward to afterwards, don't forget, of course, we have the ice cream cruise that just happened a couple weekends ago. That's on schedule for the next to come out, so stay tuned. See, I'm still, boom, I'm still in the mixture. I'm still in the ice cream cruise mode. It was a really good time. It didn't happen at the original place, but that's okay. It did not really take. The event was still very, very nice. But don't worry, if you still feel like you need to make sure you're hanging around some car events and some like-minded enthusiasts, like what I would probably want to do too, don't worry, there are a few things still that go on through the winter, and the biggest thing I can think of right now is going to be the Kansas City Automotive Museum. The first and third Saturday of every month, they have an exhibit that changes every month, so never know what it's going to be. It's like November of last year isn't the same event as November this year. December is not the same event, and so on and so forth. So you got a couple things. Maybe if they're not too bad, get the car out. Hey, maybe get the car going, so get it warmed up, get to the show, and and just enjoy some coffee inside the museum. Get to enjoy it. It's one of those few times. It really is a really cool place, really nice thing. The cars, the main cars in the event do tend to mix it up a little bit. So we got the cars of coffee at the museum. We're going to try to probably actually make it out to one of them here in November here. I don't know that we'll make the first, but maybe the third. Saturday. One more news for November before we finish up this video, of course, today, is Craving Cars has teamed up with a gentleman named Brett Hatfield to do a radio podcast show called Driven Radio Show. Check them out on Facebook at Driven Radio Show or readthedriven.com. If you're into podcasts, of course, any of your popular sources for listening to the podcast, Driven Radio Show would be available for those. But the cool part about it is it's a podcast that is basically all things automotive. I don't know, have you ever heard anything like that before? Like, I don't know, Craving Cars? Check that out, readthedriven.com. I'm going to have the link down below in the description, along with all the other the shows, Kansas City Automotive Museum, and things that we've talked about today. And just keep up with Craving Cars on Facebook as well. Of course, here right on YouTube. And we will possibly have a few podcasts videoed so you can kind of see kind of a behind look of what a podcast can look like at times. That might be a little ways down the road yet, but check it out, of course, Driven Radio Show. Very, very excited about that. And, of course, don't worry. We are continuing Craving Cars all the way throughout. We have events, enough events to put out. We're going to have some constant content going out for you. I don't want you getting too bored. So we'll leave it at that on that one. But thanks for watching in. Of course, please like, share, and subscribe. And you know what? Comment below. Hey, do you got something else to add for this month? Car related, of course, automotive things, Feel free. Leave them in the description below, or I'm sorry, leave them in the comments below, which is below the description of which I will put this other information in. Now I'm just kind of rambling a little bit on that, but thanks, guys. Really do appreciate you. It's been a great season. I know we're kind of closing out, and the big closer for this year, of course, is SEMA. So please stay tuned to SEMA. That is going to be just out. We're going to be completely overwhelmed in this thing, and I know we are. It's going to be fantastic, though. But like, share, subscribe. Please comment below. And to all you cravers out there, keep craving. Where all your popular podcasts are viewed or listened to or whatever. It seems like a heck of a list. Lake Garnett Grand Prix, First Friday stuff, imports and... We're going to SEMA. We're going to SEMA. So what? I'm doing a stupid dance because we're going to SEMA. Did I even edit any videos this year? Pretty sure I've been putting content out. I think that's just going to have to be the theme song for the whole SEMA journey. Stay tuned because there will be a December UpToDate. Oh yeah, there will be.